Hello everyone, MUFS here to welcome you to the 139th episode of Starfield. This is the second run that we are doing and we are starboard, even though I am in the suit of Mantis. But don't get fooled, we are doing this second run and we are starboard. In the last episode, we talked with Victis, Major is Xenon, and we actually talked with him and he gave us some tasks to capture Dr. Orland, what's his name? Reginald Orlans, and we were about to catch him, but he committed suicide. He took his own life, and then we couldn't catch him, but that confirmation gave us the access of the location of Kaiser. That is why we are going to meet Major Xenon, his daughter, the daughter of Victis in Mars, and we are heading that way. Let's do that. So let's take off.
Up and away.
Up and away. It's the dialogue of Superman.
Insertion achieved. We're spacebound again.
Yep. So we are gonna be like Superman and go to Sol system to go to Mars. Let's do that.
Let's see what there is to see.
Base. Maintain your current course while we scan your ship's cargo.
There's no contraband.
Scan complete. Welcome to Mars. You are cleared to land at Sidonia.
Yeah, that we will. But we are not gonna stand on land on Sidonia. We are gonna land on over here, Red Devil's headquarters. Let's do that.
Let's see what's out there.
Let's see. So we chose to wear the Mantis's suit because this one is chameleon in my game. This is the second best. This is a tad bit
Yes?
worse than the suit of what you call the Starbones.
Captain?
Adrian.
Welcome back.
Sure. Adrian, talk to me, man.
Was afraid you might have gotten reassigned. You've been gone so long. So how's it feel to be a citizen?
Feels good, Major, feels good.
It should. You risked life and limb to earn it.
Though I have had my own personal struggles with the United Colonies, I'm happy for you. I really am. Congratulations.
Thank you.
But it is real good to have you here again. We've been going through the Terramorph data and, well, we're gonna need all the help we can get. These logs, they're even more thorough than I remembered. Genetic workups, population statistics, hell, even their food chain.
Wow.
I'd completely forgotten, for example, that there was a creature that actually ate Terramorphs. At this point, the data's given us more options to explore than we have people to work on them.
What the heck kind of monster eats Terramorphs?
Well, 8. They went extinct a few decades back. A big lumbering thing called an Aceles. Something I'd love to learn more about, if we had the people to look into it.
Well, then you're going to love this. Your research team's on its way here.
That'd be something, wouldn't...
It's true.
I'm sorry, are you? You're serious?
Yeah.
You found our research team?
Yep.
That's incredible. That accelerates everything. With them back, it'll let us... Wait. Kaiser. Did you find Kaiser?
Well, almost. What is it that's so special about this Kaiser?
Well, Kaiser's one of a kind. Special built for the sort of work we did. Dealing with unfriendly beasts in hostile environments. No other robot in the galaxy like him. So did you really manage to track him down?
He's my next stop, but I was told I'd need your help to overcome his security protocols.
That's right. You would need that. Whoever gave you these leads sure knew their stuff. Well, how? How exactly did you manage to find them?
Well, I'm gonna tell her that this time. Actually, they were found by your father, Francois Zenon. He's alive, imprisoned by the UC.
That's not funny. Seriously, how'd you find them?
Adrian, I want you to listen to me. Your father is alive.
No. That's insane. He died. They executed him. They faked his death?
Yep.
My entire unit, they threw us all to the wolves, but kept him? And now he's what? An advisor? Commanding the fleet in secret? What was so important that they had to keep him alive?
He's actually secretly the president. We have been taking his orders for the whole time. They're using him to track down criminals from the colony war.
Oh, they certainly picked an expert, didn't they?
He's alive.
Yep.
Vindictus is still alive. I don't care if they're using him to solve world hunger. The man is a criminal. How could the UC do something so foolish?
I guess it makes sense, though, doesn't it?
Yep.
The UC of that era only created me because they were afraid of a world without Vindictus in command. Why would they get rid of him? As long as I live, I'll never understand the loyalty that old bastard elicited.
People are willing to ignore a lot if you get results.
Exactly. Because the UC, they did a lot of terrible things for that man. But even knowing they did, knowing that they kept him alive all this time, you know what I feel right now?
No?
It's hope.
Okay.
I had no one when I was outside the UC. No Red Devils, no family. But that old world, where I was no one and my father mattered, that's gone. Thanks to what you and I have done, I have a place again. A purpose. But it's finally one I can be proud of. You and I, we're getting to change what the UC stands for.
Yep.
So I don't care if Vindictus is alive or dead. He can rot for all I care. We're the ones who are making the settled systems and the UC better.
Exactly. That's the spirit. So you're really willing to trust the UC after all they've done?
No, but I am willing to try and make them a place we can be proud of. The UC that kept my father alive, that threw me out, those people aren't in charge anymore. And the ones that are, well, they're giving us a chance. It's up to us to do something with it.
You're handling this a lot better than I expected.
I refuse to let that man define my entire life.
Good for you.
Not anymore.
Exactly.
Because there's nothing we can do about past choices. What we can do is try and make the right ones now. So, let's get back to the business at hand. Now, my father just handing over the information on the research team and Kaiser out of the clear blue, I can't say I trust it. But if he has something to gain from helping us prevent terramorph attacks, I'm not seeing it. So while you'll absolutely want to be cautious, what would you think about trying to bring back Kaiser?
Why do you think Vivictus is helping us?
I'm honestly not sure what his endgame might be. Involving himself in preventing terramorph attacks after all the damage he's done? Something doesn't add up. But he clearly understands how valuable it'd be to have Kaiser involved in this endeavor. So, I still think it'd be worth looking into. If you're willing.
I am willing. Let's be starborn. Vivictus's intentions will become clear. I'm sure of it. But for now, yes, we can play along.
There's something on the horizon, that's for sure. We just need to not let that distract us from the work at hand. And that starts with Kaiser. But if he's been out there for a while, well, you're gonna need some things.
Sure.
When you have a moment, I'd like to speak to you.
I know, Sarah. Let me grab these things. They are new. Sarah, I'm gonna talk to you.
I know it's here somewhere. Ah. Here, Kaiser schematics. Actuators, weapons, batteries. That old robot's been MIA for a while, so chances are he's gonna need some repairs. He's also got a lock on his voice controls. You can give yourself authorization with the phrase, Nos belli machinis.
Nos belli
Now.
machinis.
Where exactly is the old machine?
In Nira. Wait, are you suggesting I make these repairs myself?
Oh, it's really not that daunting. So long as he's on a planet with some modicum of civilization, you should be able to cobble together most of what he might need. He is on a planet like that. Right?
Ground zero for xenoweapons deployments was how it was described to me.
Oh my god. Are you talking about Nira?
Yep.
No wonder no one's found him. Xenoweapons are just the tip of the iceberg in that place. The environment's devastated. There's little, if any, real law. Nira's got more than enough ways to make any visit your last. But I think there's a place where you can start your search.
One of a kind?
Yep. One-of-a-kind salvage. Licensed to an Angelo Alonso. Goes by Gel. As good a place to start as any.
Why Kaiser is so valuable to stopping the terramorphs?
Kaiser lets us do field work with a level of precision that there's really no other way to accomplish. More than a few of the options we're looking into. Detectors to uncover the terramorph transmission method, or crafting a targeted biological agent. They require highly specific materials to test against. And asking a group of Marines to accompany us for that kind of work, well, it usually ended up with ruined samples and wounded teammates.
What else can you tell me about Nira?
The Colony War saw a lot of hard fighting, but Nira got it the worst. Everything the Freestar Collective and UC could muster, ground troops, xenoweapons, mechs, was hurled into the fray. Both sides hoped something would decisively turn the tide, but it never did. When the war finally ended, swaths of that world were so devastated they were effectively abandoned. So what Kaiser's doing there of all places, I can only guess at.
Alright, I'm off to Nira.
And I'll make sure we're ready to put them to use as soon as you got them.
Now, Sarah, let's talk.
Ever since we talked about the Battle of Cassiopeia, I can't get what happened out of my mind.
I could tell it was still bothering you.
Was it that obvious?
Yep.
I thought I could handle these memories, but until I return to Cassiopeia, I'll never be able to put this to rest.
How will traveling to Cassiopeia put your concerns to rest?
The last time I saw my crew, their escape shuttle was headed for the planet's surface. I need to find the wreckage to ensure their memories are honored.
Let me help you.
I would like that. Actually, I need that. One problem, though. Pinpointing the crew's shuttle wreckage is going to be like trying to find a grain of salt in a sandbox. I think we need to start by locating my old campsite on Cassiopeia 1.
All of the Dauntless's escape shuttles were damaged, right?
The Dauntless took heavy fire to the docking section during the battle. We had 3 shuttles. One was destroyed, and the other 2 were damaged. There was no other way off the ship.
What eventually happened to the Dauntless?
Shortly after I evacuated, I saw the ship come apart. The UC listed it as lost, so I assume the Dauntless was completely destroyed.
You never told me where you ended up after the battle.
Was there to tell? I survived. My crew didn't. Still, I'll never forget my finger hovering over that launch button. Would I launch safely, or explode into a fireball? It turned out that my shuttle had just enough power to allow an emergency landing on the planet's surface.
Let's do piloting. It's impressive that you soft landed after an emergency jettison that close to the exosphere.
I wouldn't call what I did a soft landing, but thank you all the same.
Do you think putting this to rest will get you back on your feet?
Don't worry, it's not as though I'm coming apart at the seams. It's the conversations we've been having. They dredged up these old memories, and they're a burden.
What do you know about Cassiopeia 1?
It has a breathable atmosphere, indigenous fauna, and maybe a few abandoned mining outposts. Otherwise, it's not populated.
What are you hoping to find at your old campsite?
My shuttle should have the telemetry tracking data for the other shuttle aboard. It should give us an idea where it went down. That's if scavengers haven't completely stripped my ship for parts.
We need to get you back there to face your demons.
That's what I was hoping. But I don't know the exact location of my survival campsite. For that, we are going to have to head to Mast and see if we can get the information from my old friend, Admiral Logan.
I'm sensing tension between you and Admiral Logan.
Your instincts are right on target. Logan and I butted heads more than once during my time with the Navigator Corps. We've never seen eye to eye. Look, I hope this isn't asking too much. Last thing I want to do is drag you into some kind of personal crusade.
Your well-being is important to me.
That's why I'm desperate for your help. Truth is, I'm scared. When I set foot on Cassiopeia, I don't know if I'll be able to handle what I find. If I begin to fall apart, I need someone I can trust to hold me together.
What are you expecting to find on Cassiopeia?
Besides bad memories, I don't know. I'm trying not to think about it. not yet.
I appreciate the confidence.
Well, you deserve it. You've always been there when I've needed your help. Why you continue to support me, I'll never understand.
Let's flirt. It's because I love you, Sarah.
I don't know what to say. I've been so busy searching the stars for answers. I've overlooked what's been in front of me all this time. True love. Something I've seriously considered sharing with you for a long time. Just not ready. Not yet.
What about Aja?
Traveling out here with you, I've discovered that friendships change by circumstance. I worked closely with Aja on long space voyages, so we became friendly. When she quit Constellation, the friendship ended. But I'm certain at this point, even if you and I were separated by a great distance, we'd never lose touch.
You have been critical of yourself for far too long, Sarah.
You're right. I have. Hey, anyway, I've taken up enough of your time. I know you have a lot to do. I really appreciate your offer to visit Cassiopeia. Hopefully, it'll bring me the closure that I've needed for far too long.
To hell with Kaiser. Let's go find let's go solve your problem first. No, this is not where we go. We are gonna do this. Come on. We are gonna solve the Cassiopeia mission today. Kaiser can wait. So this is because I want to show you how things are happening. How other companions react with flirting and all. Let's board. Let's go to the cockpit.
You're ready to launch.
Liftoff complete. Let's go on.
Retros. Orbit
So we are
achieved.
heading back to Jemison.
Stabilizing.
To mast.
Done.
Let's go there.
This is UC Security. Prepare
I
to
love
be
the
scanned for
feeling after a
contraband.
perfect jump.
Scan complete. You're cleared to land at New Atlantis.
Thank you. Let's speak to Admiral Logan. Okay, we are over here. Well, I don't know. This lift is over there. The same lift somehow connects over here. Why is that? This is Central Command, I believe. Yep.
Sarah Morgan. It's been what, almost 10 years?
Admiral, it's, good to see you again, sir.
You're not required to address me as sir. That protocol ended the moment you dropped your clusters on my desk, remember?
Look, Admiral, I'm not here to open old wounds.
Old wounds is an interesting turn of phrase, given our past. Listen to me, Commander. I'm not sure why you're here, but whatever it is, why don't you just get to it?
I'm here because I need your help, Admiral.
You need my help. That's interesting. The last time we spoke, you made it quite clear that you were turning your back on the Navy.
That was a decade ago. things change. People change. Admiral, please. I didn't come here to argue. I'm here to come to terms with my past.
Your past is sitting in a closed file in the archives. That's where you left it when you walked out on the United Colonies. And what about you? Just who in the blazes are you anyway?
Does it matter who I am? This isn't about me.
I haven't spoken to Sarah Morgan for almost 10 years, and out of the blue, both of you barge into my office. I want answers. You can start with telling me who the hell you are.
I'm here to support Sarah as a friend.
Very well. Then, as a good friend, perhaps you could kindly explain to me why I shouldn't have the both of you escorted from the building.
With all due respect, Admiral, this is ridiculous. If you have a problem with me, then there's no need to berate my colleague.
Exactly.
I don't have a problem with you, Commander. I'm simply trying to determine why you deserve the Navy's help.
Sarah is here to honor the fallen that served under her command.
That's quite a noble gesture. Is this true, Commander?
It's about Cassiopeia, Admiral. I'm heading back there to find out what happened to the crew of the Dauntless, and hopefully, to bring their legacy home.
That sounds like a dangerous operation. Are you certain it's worth the risk?
I don't know.
Let us worry about the danger, Admiral.
I wish it was that simple. If the Navy gives its blessing for you to undertake this operation, then we assume responsibility. And frankly, I'd never forgive myself if you didn't return.
I appreciate the concern, Admiral. But that crew was my responsibility. No matter how difficult the risk, those men and women are coming home.
I understand. And I believe I owe you an apology, Commander.
You sure do.
Our last encounter has obviously distorted my impression of your character. What can I do to help?
If you wouldn't mind allowing me to access the files regarding my rescue, I'd be most grateful, Admiral.
That shouldn't be too difficult. I've sent all the relevant information to you, Slades. Was there anything else?
No, Admiral. Thank you.
You don't need to thank me, Commander. I just hope you find whatever it is you're looking for.
We should make sure we're well supplied for the trip to Cassiopeia.
Sure. That was easy.
Hello.
So what I'm gonna do...
Captain, can I help you?
No, you cannot help me. We are gonna do directly to Cassiopeia 1.
Before we leave?
Let's scan. And there's the ship.
It is clear. Descent started.
Sarah.
I can't believe I'm here. It feels like walking into a dream.
A nightmare, I believe. How long has it been?
Oh, it's been nearly 20 years, but it feels like a lifetime. Strangely, this place looks exactly the same as I remember it. But that isn't possible, right? Just like a dream.
Just stick close to me and you'll be alright.
I'm okay. It's just so surreal. Phew. Okay, so let me get my bearings for a moment. Yes, this looks correct. Those rock formations nearby look familiar. My old campsite shouldn't be far.
Anything we should be worried about between here and there?
You mean besides the dangerous terrain, vicious fauna, and the chance of getting lost? Nah, you've got nothing to worry about.
Promise you'll let me know if this becomes too much to handle.
I will, I promise. Once we get to the campsite, we'll use that as a starting point to search for the crew's shuttle wreckage. Let's go.
Okay, so I need to do a few things. This is good. This is number 4. I like Big Bang. There's the ship, I believe. There's the crash site. What's the sound?
This must be some debris from my shuttle. Not exactly a textbook landing, but I didn't have much of a choice.
Yeah, I can see that. You need to speak again. No, 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 no. Okay, talk.
Well, this is it. This is the spot where I spent close to a year waiting for rescue. Not exactly Paradiso, is it?
Paradiso?
I'm surprised you've never heard of the place. It's a resort colony in the Parima system. You know, a place to get away and unwind. Maybe we should head out there after we're done. Goodness knows we'll both need a vacation.
Like Las Vegas? How did you possibly walk away from this crash?
I never said I walked away. When my ship hard landed on the surface, it broke apart. There was no fire, but I was pretty badly injured. Had to crawl from the wreckage. When they finally rescued me, the UC medics said I had 3 broken ribs, shattered my ulna, and had internal organ damage. I was in the medical ward recovering for almost 6 weeks.
I'm proud of how well you're handling all of this, Sarah.
Yeah? Well, inside I'm a shattered wreck. So, joke's on both of us, I suppose. Look at this thing. It's been sitting here rusting. I think we need to grab an emergency power cell to get the ship's computer up and running.
Shouldn't we have a similar device back on our ship?
Sure, we have plenty of power cells on the ship, but they're not UC military grade. They won't work.
Uh-oh.
I'm afraid we'll have to do some scrounging.
And I was carrying one with me. Can the cell power the entire ship?
No, I'm afraid that it can't. It's only designed to power individual systems. Even if it could, my old shuttle is far too damaged to be fully restored.
There must be one around here somewhere.
Sure, if we're lucky. When I was stranded, I set up a distress beacon powered by emergency power cells. The beacon was up there on the plateau. I guess it's time to start climbing.
Okay. So we'll have to go over there. Let's do that. Come on.
Running away, eh?
Where did you go?
You picked the wrong day to piss me off.
Yeah, but where is it? Anyway, let's find out things. Let's grab the power cell. I want to kill that one as well, if I can. Yep, there you are. And I'm good. How strange looking things, right? It looks like trees. There's another one. There's another one. Or maybe rocks.
Jetpack damaged or something? I'm going to end you!
Yeah, we are good. If I went in the scanner, I wouldn't ever know what these are, right? They look so much like rocks. Come on. Did I really go all the way on the other side? Other side of the mountain. Oh, there you are.
Oh, you're going to regret this. Looks like the last of them.
Nope, not the last of them. There's another one. This is where we went up. Sarah. let me look out for things, then we cannot sleep over here. Let's use the computer. So emergency power system. Okay, this computer system is functioning on an alternate power source. Blah blah blah. Telemetry data, objective alpha, objective beta. I guess what we have, what we need. Log entry. Okay, 01. It's been 2 days since my crash landing on Cassiopeia 1. I've been slipping in and out of consciousness, but I've been able to use emergency meds to keep my pain levels to a minimum. Medical self-assessment has revealed 3 cracked ribs, a broken forearm, a minor concussion, probable internal damage, and a hell of a lot of bruises. I'll do the best that I can to push through, but I can't allow my injuries to keep me from reaching Shuttle 02. Tomorrow, I plan to do a full reconnoiter of the area and search for some high ground to place my distress beacon. With any luck, some ships are still in orbit and they'll receive my signal. For now, I'm going to rest, eat a bit of my food rations, and pray that the other shuttle isn't too far from my location. Log 07. Using the telemetry data and geomapping charts I had in my slate, I was able to track exactly where Shuttle 02 went down. Unfortunately, it appears to be located several thousand kilometers away, making it impossible to reach on foot. Even if the planet was hospitable and the terrain accommodating, I'm in no physical condition to even attempt such a journey. Additionally, with my distress beacon and all my supplies located at this crash site, I don't dare to leave it behind. I'm afraid my crew will have to deal with whatever hardships they have encountered on their own. All I can do at this point is pray they're safe. Log 14. It's been nearly a month and I'm down to my final 3 power cells. If I want to make them last, I'm going to have to disconnect them from my ship's computer system, which means I lose access to my computer and my short-range transmitter. If Shuttle 02 makes any attempt to reach out for me, all they're going to receive is silence. It's a horrible decision to have to make, but if Shuttle 02 hasn't contacted me by now, it's unlikely that they ever will. I don't know if that means their comm system is simply damaged, or if they left their crash site, or if they're even alive. My only hope is continuing to power the distress beacon in hopes of being picked up and then searching for them from the air. So, Sarah.
We've located where the other shuttle went down. I can't believe our plan worked.
Are you certain this telemetry data is accurate?
Don't even joke. If this data is faulty, and we end up being pointed to a pile of rocks, I don't even know what we'd do next. I'm fairly certain I was able to capture all the data before I hit the ground. I'll try not to worry about it if you won't.
Well, you brought the right person with you.
And so modest, too. The telemetry data puts the wreckage out of range to hike. We're going to have to head back to the ship and land on a different part of the planet. Let's get going.
Let's do that. So I'm gonna... It looked alive. I'm gonna go directly over there. Let's travel.
I never tire of visiting worlds like this.
Yeah, I need my buggy to go there. Come on. Why are you going reverse? What the hell happened? I don't know, suddenly it was not going forward with my forward key.
Oh, look at this view. Had I been on this planet under more pleasant circumstances, I might have had more time to appreciate the beauty it has to offer.
Come on.
Wait! Did you hear that?
Yep.
Nailed him.
Come on, why is it?
This is gonna end bad.
Why is it reversed?
Judging from this debris, the crew's shuttle sustained far more damage than my own. Oh, those poor souls. Mindful of what's in front of us.
I'll be curing my poison later on.
This is what's left of the crew's shuttle. But it looks like parts were scavenged and dragged somewhere else. Could there have been survivors?
Maybe. Let's find out. Yep, there it is. Let's get down.
Yeah. Supplies, a shelter, and the fire is still fresh. Is there someone here that's still alive?
Okay, let's go.
I'll shoot if I have to.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Just turn around and leave. I know how to use this thing, and I will.
Oh my god. Who are you?
I'm nobody. Just go away. I'm not going to let anyone take my stuff again. No way. Both of you, just go.
What do you mean, take my stuff again?
Hey, I'm not stupid. Last time people were here, they promised to help. They ended up tricking me. They stole all of my good stuff and left me behind. I'm not going to let that happen ever again.
Let's be empath. Easy there. I know this must be terribly frightening for you, but I promise to you that we are only here to help.
I don't know. You're kind of scaring me. Why should I listen to you?
Don't you think that's a strange question? Seeing as you're the one pointing a gun at us?
That's because no one is fooling me ever again.
We're here to honor the crew that died on this planet.
The crew? No one's been looking for that crew since before I was born. So tell me another lie. Go ahead.
You were born here? Hold on. Oh my god. Your parents, your mum and your dad, what were their names?
Jenna and Elias. Why?
Jenna and Elias. Private Jenna Marsh and Corporal Elias Obrist. You're their daughter. Listen to me. I knew your parents. They worked with me on the Dauntless. I'm Commander Sarah Morgan.
You're Sarah Morgan? Mom and Dad's captain? My parents used to talk about you all the time. It's like a dream to finally meet you.
What did your parents tell you about Sarah?
My parents told me she was in command of their ship in a huge battle. They said she was a hero and the bravest person they ever knew.
Do you know where you are at right now?
I know this is Cassiopeia. I've been here since I was born. I know my mother and father were from Gemsun or something like that. I bet it's like 1,000 miles away.
If your parents are around, I'd love to meet them.
Yeah? Well, you're too late. My parents are dead. My father died a long time ago. And my mother, she was killed by those monsters at the graveyard. It's just me here now. All by myself.
Let me ask you a question. Actually, I don't even know your name.
Oh, yeah. My name's Sona.
Sona. What a lovely name. Sona, you mentioned a graveyard. Is that where the crew is, you know?
Buried? Yeah. It's a bunch of stones with those necklaces like the ones my mom and dad had hanging on them.
Thank you, Sona. I'm going to talk to my friend here a minute, okay?
Okay, Sarah.
Phew. I don't even know where to begin.
Are you going to be alright?
I'm trying to hold it together. There's just too much coming at me all at once, you know? I'm just so relieved that you're here. There's absolutely no way I could have handled this alone.
Take it slow and give yourself a moment to breathe.
Whew. Yeah. That's probably good advice. Oh, there's so much to process. But I don't have time to deal with it right now. If you want to help, then find that graveyard and bring me those necklaces Sona mentioned. I'm hoping they're my crew's gene tags.
I know what's a gene tag. I don't think you should be alone.
Oh, I'll be fine. It's you I'm worried about. Sona's monsters are undoubtedly hostile life forms that have claimed the graveyard as their territory.
Sure. Send me to do the hard work. Okay, let me start this way, right? There is one. There's scavengers. There's some more scavengers over there. It's totally dark outside over here. Whoa, 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 whoa. What's that? So these are the gene tags. Let's grab them. 2. Come on. Say 2. Yep. Let's wait for it. 3. 4. Where's this one? 5. 6. 7. 8. Well, there's 9 only. What the? What is that? I believe that is the monster. Come on. Come over here. Zebra monster, and our gene tag will be inside the belly. Let's cut that out. Yep, that's our 10th gene tag. Let's head back to Sarah. Well, I believe we are out of time, but no worries. Our mission, this mission, Sarah's mission, is not far away as well. It's gonna take 10 to 15 minutes. I hope you don't mind hanging around for 10-15 minutes more. Because we are gonna end the episode of Sarah today. Come on. Can't see a thing. It's dark at night. Come on.
No.
What happened?
How many times do I have to say it?
What happened?
I said I don't want to go. Leave me alone.
Oh.
Sona, calm down and listen to me. It's much too dangerous to stay here all by yourself, darling.
I don't care. This is my home. You can't make me leave.
We can't leave her here. It's not safe. She has to come back with us to Jemison.
Yeah, I
I
agree.
don't know what to do. Can you talk to her?
Don't worry, we'll do whatever it takes to bring her to safety.
I knew I could depend on you. Now all we have to do is convince this poor girl that she's better off leaving the planet with us. I don't know if I have it in me to say the right things.
I can hear you talking about me. And I don't
Yeah.
care what either of you say. I'm not going anywhere.
Look, I'm clearly out of my element here and not in the right state of mind. Could you just talk to her, please?
I am gonna, don't worry. We can allow Sona to stay or convince to leave. Hey, Sona,
Why won't Sarah listen to me?
don't you trust Sarah?
I mean, kinda. I just met her. The only reason I'm trusting you at all is because my mom and dad said Sarah was a good person. I know she probably wants to help me out, but I really wish she'd listen to my part of the story.
She feels responsible for your situation.
Mom told me 1,000 times that it wasn't Sarah's fault that that I'm stuck here. That still doesn't mean I should leave the only home I ever had, does it?
You really think this is the best place for you to live for the rest of your life?
Mom and Dad told me there was a whole universe out there, with thousands of planets. They showed me the maps and the star charts. That does sound pretty cool, but well, it's also kind of scary. It would be hard to leave the only home I've ever known.
If you stay here alone, you'll never be able to start a new family.
I never thought of it that way. But leaving Mom and Dad behind, it's really hard. Even though they're dead, I don't want to abandon them.
Don't you think your parents would want you to be safe?
I am safe. Those monsters can't catch me. They've tried, but I learned how to trick them. They're pretty dumb. And if bad people visit here, I know how to hide. I was even watching you when you landed. I bet you didn't even see me. This planet doesn't bother me. That's why I'm not sure I need to abandon my mom and dad.
Even from far away, they'll always be close in your heart.
Yeah, you're right. I never thought of it that way. I'm sorry I yelled at everybody. I know you and Sarah are just trying to help. I'm going to go get my stuff and then I'll board your ship. Don't worry, I'll stay out of the way until we get, well, wherever we're going.
So, Sarah?
That poor girl. I hope we've made the right decision.
Of course we did. Sona will be fine, I promise.
Oh, I do hope that's true. We're ripping Sona from the only home she's ever known and casting her back into society. It's going to be difficult for her to adjust to the changes.
But Sheila, just...
Wherever she ends up, just promise me we'll check on her from time to time, please.
I promise.
Thank you. Look, before we leave Cassiopeia behind, I wanted to say one more thing to you. Perhaps at the overlook we passed on the way here? I promise it won't take long. Let's go.
Okay, so we have to go over here. Come on, Sarah.
Look, before we head back to the ship, I wanted to tell you how much of an amazing gift this has been.
Thank you.
You had to push me to come out here, and if I hadn't have listened to you, the universe would probably have never known about that little girl.
The universe would know, we wouldn't. I'd do anything for you, Sarah.
And I intend to repay you for that, even if it takes the rest of my life. You know, this is the second time I've been on this world, and until this very moment I never stopped to reflect at just how magnificent it was. Oh, look at this place. This is the reason I'm out here, exploring the stars. Worlds upon worlds, just waiting to have their beauty discovered. Shedding this burden of my past has finally allowed me to open my eyes, wider than they've ever been opened before. And it's all because of you.
I'm gonna flirt. I'm hoping there's much more than simple gratitude tucked away in that statement.
Perhaps. I suppose we'll both have to think about that for a while now, won't we? Well, I suppose it's time to bid goodbye to Cassiopeia once again. This time, under much happier circumstances. Now, let's head back to Jemison. I want to give those gene tags you gathered to Admiral Logan and figure out what we're going to do with Sona.
Okay, so also let's say goodbye to you guys for now. So that's it for this episode. If you're not a sub, please consider subscribing because that's my feel. And while you subscribe, don't forget to hit that bell icon so that you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. If you like the video, don't forget to press the thumbs up button. And if you did not, well, in that case, you can press the thumbs down button, but I'll highly urge you not to do that. I really hope to see you guys in the next episode, because in the next episode we are gonna finish this mission. There are a few more things we have to do with Sarah. You know that, right? So we are gonna do those things, and then we are gonna go find Kaiser and continue with our mission with Hadrian. So that's that, and I really hope to see you guys in the next episode. Till then, stay safe, take care, and bye-bye. MUFS signing off.